We have a lot of players that come in for lessons that are really confused on how to approach chipping and pitching. Do I hit it high? Do I hit it low? Do I use the bounce? What is bounce? Why am I hitting it so fat? Why am I folding turf over the golf ball? Why am I catching it so thin? So today I want to explain what bounce is, what it means for chipping and pitching, and how to lower your score from around the greens. So to explain bounce, I'm going to put a couple illustrations up just so you can see from a ground level what measured bounce is. But essentially what it is the difference between the bottom of the face, so what we call the leading edge, and the bottom of the back, so what would be the back of the sole of the golf club. So the difference between those helps that club get through the soil or through the sand, through the grass, and get out. It operates sort of like the front of a boat. So the front of a boat's obviously angled up. It's going to help push that boat through the water but keep the nose out. And that's what allows you to take nice shallow divots and really clip that ball off and put some high spin on it. There's a couple things that go into your basic wedge setup for pitch shots and chip shots, one of which is really important, and it's ball position. So your ball position should be right in the center of your stance to maybe just behind the center of your stance. Like we've talked about in other videos, we want to make sure that the low point of your golf swing is always on the target side of the golf ball. The only situation where you may hit directly under the golf ball would be in some situations in the bunker. But for normal play off the rough, off the fairway, just off grass in general, you want to make sure that that low point's on the front side. So I'm going to go through some of the basics and I'll help you understand how to visualize using your bounce. Just have a lie board set up, and this is one of the things that we do when you come in for a wedge fitting, because there's a lot of different bounce options and grind options, what the sole looks like, how much relief there is, how much of the bottom of the club has been ground away. So I want to talk about that, but one of the basic things we do in a fitting is just have you hit some shots with some lie tape. So this is going to show me exactly where I'm hitting the ground or hitting this board. A lot of people get confused when they set up on the course. They want to try and dig at the golf ball and have that shaft leaning way forward, and we end up just folding the sod over the golf ball because that front of the club, the bottom of that club face, which we call the leading edge, really just works like a steak knife. And we want this club to work through the turf. It's got to work in, and then it's got to work out. So really basic shot, just a couple chip shots for you. Ball position's just behind the center, stance is a little open. I'll hit one more. Still trying to make sure that that low point's on the front side of the golf ball. So two pretty well struck shots. And if we look, we can see that where I'm actually hitting the ground isn't the bottom of the club face itself. It's actually near the back. And that's what's going to allow that club to work through the soil and through the grass and get out. So before you think about getting new wedges, make sure and get fit. Go see your PGA Professional. We do a lot of wedge fittings here so you can understand bounce and really lower your score from around the greens.